that standpoint, or whatever you want to call it?
I mean, I've been here a while.
Yeah.
I've been here a long while, but I mean, it's time. It's time for me to step up. It's time for me to fill Bowen's spot. Like I said, sadly he went down, but we got a ball. We got a goal as a team.
Demetrius, when you are here, as long as you've been here, and you have multiple opportunities to win a starting job and it doesn't happen, I think it would be natural for any player to think, well, maybe I should look elsewhere. If I'm not going to play here, I want to play. Maybe I should look and see if there's somewhere else I can play. Did that thought ever pop into your mind as you were going through your career?
I mean, I'd say with anybody at any school, that's probably their mindset. You know, like, oh, dang, things aren't working for me here. But at the same time, you got to look where you're at. It's Ohio State. Like I said, I look to my left, I got an All-American. Over there, Jamarco, he's crazy good. Zay, crazy good. So, I mean, it's not like you got scrubs in front of you. We're playing against our D-line. How many first-rounders? So, I mean, your time's going to come. You're going to get your shot no matter what. So just be ready.
But I guess what I'm asking is it hard to have that patience? Even if you think that your shot's going to come, it might not come for 5 years.
Yeah. I say with youth, it is hard because you're used to, you know, since you were young, you just dominate, high school, dominate, All-American, and then you get here, everybody's All-American. So you're like, oh, I got to dominate. It didn't happen. It comes with time. You got to learn how to play the game.
Coach Meyer said you won the battle in practice the previous week with Matt and the other guys. What do you think enabled you? I know many factors went into it. What do you think enabled you to win that battle in practice that week? What happened in practice that week?
Like I said earlier, I just took myself out the picture. I did it for everybody on the O-line and JT trying to keep him clean. We got a little sign in our locker room. We don't go to war and fight for the anger for the people in front of us, but for the love of our brothers beside us and behind us. So I did it for them.
And you personally, what's like the biggest improvement you've made since last year, even earlier in your career? What's like the biggest improvement you've made personally in each?
I'd have to say probably just having a fresh mind, you know, because especially at O-line, you're going to have bad plays, you're going to have good plays. Don't stay too high, don't stay too low. Everything is just focus on the next play. All right, I did good that play. Yay, pat on the back. All right, next play. Dang, I did bad. All right, come on, regroup, do better.
And first start, you get named a champion. Yeah. It's got to feel good. Talk a little bit about that if you would.
It feels great, but at the same time, I mean, you know, Coach Stud and Coach Wilson just prepared us so well. Like, if just do what they say. But I mean, you know, I was excited about that. That's a big, you know, that was a big goal for me. But you know, we're moving on. It's time for Penn State.
How much talk has there been about Penn State, about that game last year? I'm not saying that to, you know, get revenge, but we know what happened after that, you know, after that game and what happened to the team. They won the Big Ten, but you guys got in the playoffs, but still that loss. What are you guys talking about this week?
With everybody in this program, whether you were here or not, I mean, everybody saw what happened. We still got that pain in our heart, and, you know, we're hungry. And just like any other game, we're going to do everything we can, swing away. Because, like I said, we got a goal on this team. Just win.
And how much of this bye week do you just kind of step back? You haven't had a break since you came into camp. How much of it is mental? How much of it is physical?
I wouldn't call it a break per se. I mean, yeah, we don't play this weekend, but it's not like we're easing off the pedal. Everything is preparation. I'm watching film probably even more now. I mean, did I step right? Did he step right? How can me and Billy be on the same level to pass off different looks? I mean, so it's never a step off the pedal.
What has it meant to your family to see you get this chance?
Everybody in my family is Ohio State fans. Everybody back home in Fort Worth, Texas. My O-line coach in high school, he went here as a walk-on O-lineman, Coach Bates. He was just so excited. And everybody in my family and my group just blew up my phone.
Grace, your brother, right?
Yeah.
You were pretty close to him. You talked to him a lot?
Yeah.
He was a Division I athlete. I mean, I know you were pretty young way back then, but did you learn anything from him?
Major thing I learned from my brother, watching him play basketball, is he was just a dog. He was an animal 24/7. And I mean, growing up in a single household, growing up with a mom or whatever like that, you know, you can kind of get a little soft, you know, since you're the baby, but he never let that happen. Always just picking, you know, big brother, little brother stuff. So.
Does he still live in Springfield, or where's he at?
I don't know. He's still traveling. He's all over
he's
playing basketball.
Yeah.
Still can take off from the free throw line.
I just missed his days at South right after that.
Can you talk? It seems like
as a group, the O-line seemed to gel very well against Nebraska, but it also helped that you guys had another blocker, usually with tight ends, either Barry or Ball, kind of helping with the rush protection and kind of making extra lanes for the running game. Can you kind of talk about the impact of that and having maybe kind of like an extra offensive lineman or use of a fullback in the rushing offense?
You know, it all comes down to coaches and players. Do the players trust the coaches? Do the coaches trust the players? And I feel like we're real strong right now as an overall unit, players and coaches. They say something, they put out a game plan, and players were not just like, oh, forget that. We're like, okay, I have faith in you. They showed us the template, everything. What they do works, so if we follow it, we'll win.
Do they kind of work with you as a line to kind of work on those blocking techniques?
Yes.
And how so? Do they have any specific things that they work on with you?
Coach Wilson, he runs back and forth, tight end to O-line room, tight end to O-line room, tight end. So, I mean, he has his hand in everything, and he tries to help us as best as he can.
Last question. Demetrius, earlier in your career when, like you said, it can be hard on anyone to sort of just be waiting, who were you talking to? Who was helping you to get through those moments?
I mean, Billy's like my big brother in this program. Me and him, we've been through some things. He's helped me out so much. But me and Jamarco, we came in together. Best friends since high school, all that. From late night talks, all that. And it was hard, you know, my first year seeing him play against Kent State, a little bit in the Big Ten championship game, all that. But my body wasn't ready, my mind wasn't ready as far as preparation. But just sticking with them, we help each other every day.
What about outside of here, like maybe someone who's not your teammate?
My mom and my cousin Damien. He's an ex-Marine, 20 years. So I mean, he knows what it's like to fight. So he helps me fight every day.
Thanks, Demetrius.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.